We have been trained to think about what isn't, what should be, and what we don't have, and then how we might remedy a situation, solve it or make it better. And so when you first awake, you focus automatically on all the problems that you must face that day. If you will take an honest look at your life, however, you will probably find that solving problems, working hard, and having the right things do not fundamentally improve the quality of your life. In fact, it has probably taken away from the quality of your life, by diminishing the fun and excitement of living. Understanding the creative process. Let's talk about the creative process. You and I want to create our lives in the best possible manner. To do this, we must flow with life instead of flowing against life. To flow with life, we want to create from the model of being, doing, having. The universe flows from being into doing into having. Being is an inner experience. It comes from within you. You can allow to circumstances to determine your state of being, your level of happiness or satisfaction, but you run the very real risk of those outer circumstances controlling your life and how you feel about yourself. If you say, "I'll be happy when," fill in the blank, you will never be happy. Suppose you think a new job will change your life. So you get a new job, and pretty soon test the same old stuff. You have to deal with people, handle responsibility, meet deadlines and work with others who are not as enlightened as you. That is the reality of it. You then realize that this job didn't make any major difference in the way you feel, so you have to find something else to make you happy. Maybe you think a new mate, a new home, having a baby, or making more money will change your life. And so eventually you get all those things, and you are still not happy. The reason is simple. Nothing outside of ourselves will ever make us happy, because happiness is an inside-out experience. And it starts at the being level. Why the success ethic doesn't work. We have talked about how the universe flows from being into doing into having. But unfortunately the success ethic, which most people are using to create their lives, flows from having into doing into being. The success ethic states that if you have the things that happy and satisfied people have, you will do what happy and satisfied people do, and then you will be happy and satisfied. Is this really true? Well, you and I have more of everything than any generation on this planet. We have more time to do what we want, more money to spend on what we want, and we are more technologically advanced than any civilization in the history of this planet. Yet look around you, and notice that as a culture we are far from being either happy or satisfied. The truth is that life flows from being to doing and to having. If you are being happy and satisfied from the inside out, you will start doing what happy and satisfied people do, and you will have what happy and satisfied people have. One of the Buddha's greatest contributions was his teaching that desire creates suffering. This means that when you want something more, and you don't accept what you already have, you will suffer. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't create more things in your life. On the contrary, you and I are purposeful, creative beings. But so many of us are unhappy, no matter how much we have. We always seem to want what we don't have, and then when we finally get what we want, it is like the song, "Is that all there is?" We thought the rockets would go off, and life would be totally fulfilling, but then the disappointment came, because there was something else missing. Buddha's teaching was to give up desire, and thus eliminate suffering. While this is important, it is not the whole message. One of the most important things about accepting where you are right now, and enjoying what you already have, is that you can have the same peace of mind, the same tranquility, and the same joy right now that you think you will have, when you eventually get to where you want to go. This is the most important message. Living in the present doesn't mean that you just accept what you have, and cease to create. It simply means that you already have what you want at the being level. At the being level, where you are right now, you are already a success. Life is not about getting. Most people's lives are about getting something. And the truth is, there's nothing to get. All we have to do is to be. The being produces the end result. It is imperative that you understand that the doing and having parts of your life are not what determine the quality of your life. The being aspect is what determines the quality of your life. Who you are your conscious perception of yourself, being controls what is happening to you. When you focus your attention on solving problems and trying to make things better, something very interesting happens. You miss what you already have. So the only way to find happiness and satisfaction is to enjoy what you have right now. Again, I am not saying that you shouldn't set goals or make plans. What I'm saying is that you should enjoy the present moment, because this is all you have. Create for tomorrow, but live in for today. We only have two choices in life. The first is to enjoy what we have today, and the second is to have anxiety about what we don't have and focus on tomorrow hoping it will be better. There are no other choices. Now, remember, getting what you want will not change your life at the being level, so don't let what you have determine who you are, otherwise you will always feel dissatisfied. If you are tied into getting somewhere, or getting something to make you happy, you will be on a treadmill for the rest of your life. You will be operating from the hypnotic belief that more is better, and that it is much better over there than it is over here. Go after what you want, but enjoy the trip. Life is a journey, not a destination. Know that when you get what you want, it will not change who you are at the being level. So enjoy yourself. Love yourself unconditionally, and participate in the trip. The reward in life does not come from achieving. It comes from participating along the way. Writing your own script means that you are the one who decides what the trip will be about, and what the destination will look like. Your intention sets the universe in motion. Your intention sets the universe in motion. The universe flows in the direction of your intention, and so it is important to be clear on your exact intention in any situation. If you are absolutely clear as to your intent, your subconscious success mechanism will support you in getting there. Most people encounter problems in creating the kind of life they want because they have not clearly determined where they want to go, or visualize what it is going to look like when they get there. Those who lead purposeful, successful lives do so because they have set up in their mind a clear picture of what they want to create in their lives. Have you ever wondered why New Year's resolutions don't work? We have such good intentions, but what happens is we often say things like, I'm not going to eat any more sweets, I'm going to stop yelling at the children, I'm going to stop overeating. But notice that the New Year's resolutions were not about what you wanted, but what you didn't want. They are not an image of the end result, but rather a negative reaction - a form of negative self-talk about what you don't want. And this is the reason why so many world problems, business problems and personal problems persist. The individuals concerned focus on the problem, and what they don't want to happen, rather than on the end result, or what they want. And you look at goal setting. Goal setting now is the key factor that will determine your success or failure in the doing and having portion of your life. Did you ever take a business trip without at least having some idea where you were going? Did you ever play tennis without knowing where the tennis court was? Have you ever left your house to do your weekly shopping without having at least some idea of where you were going to shop? Have you ever taken a holiday without knowing where you wanted to go? Isn't it strange that the holidays we take merit goals, the games we play merit goals, and even the shopping we do merits goals, but we rarely establish goals for the most important journey of all - our own life? Oh, but you say, I don't want to be pinned down. I want to be spontaneous. I want to be free to change my mind. Well, sometimes we mistakenly think that freedom means avoiding commitment. We fear that, if we commit to something it will own and control us, and so we avoid being the cause of our life and avoid making commitments. We say, I want to be free. But notice how our avoidance of commitment and responsibility keeps everyone around us in prison, not really enslaved, but in confusion, not knowing what they can count on, until we make the decisions. In such a relationship, no one can truly win. True freedom actually lies in our ability to make choices and commitments. The question we have to ask ourselves is, what do I really want? Start from the position that at some level you absolutely know what you want. At some point you have to make a decision. Keep this in mind - if you don't decide, someone else will decide for you, and their decision may not be what you truly want. Start by making a decision. You've heard it said that no decision is a decision. Hidden within indecisiveness is the goal of always being right. As long as we don't know what we want, we will never be wrong, never make a mistake, and hence we will never be disappointed. We have been programmed since childhood not to make mistakes. By being indecisive we can remain a child. The moment we decide to take charge our lives is the moment we really leave home. Once we start making decisions for ourselves,